At the Thought Collective, we love thinking up of new ways to help our communities become braver and kinder. So I had this really strange idea one day where what if we got a group of random strangers to have dinner together, put aside their weapons, and talk about stuff that normally people fight over. This is a segment from our Regardless of Religion dinner where we talk about this question. So what was it like for you when you organized like the sit-in at the National Library?
Oh, it was great. It was really, really kind of positive and affirming, which I think is what we wanted it to be, because I guess when the news came out about the books Tango and the other books being first withdrawn and then with the threat that they would be popped, I think a lot of people felt a lot of rage and helplessness.
So did anyone who disagreed with you or what the sit-in stood for, did anyone contact you guys to talk? Or?
Oh, somebody came up to me at the event and asked me what I was hoping to achieve, and then I mentioned that lots of parents want these books to be available, and he was like, do you really think it's lots of parents? And I was like, yeah, I think so. Look around, we're all here, or lots of us are here. And then he kind of vanished. So, I mean, the way that he said it made me feel that he probably disagreed, but there was no further kind of... I certainly didn't feel threatened or anything like that. It was a fairly kind of civil exchange, yeah.
Within a particular religious community itself, we find a lot of divisions. On those issues. I mean, I'm sure the Penguin Saga, we hear a lot of voices coming from the Christian community and Muslim community who are against the pulping of the book. Yeah. Similarly, at the height of the Wear White campaign, there's a petition going around to call for greater compassion and to come to the same table to discuss those issues without having to see things in two opposite polars. A few of the religious community leaders actually came forward and put their name to it. And one of them is Joshua, which maybe you can tell us what motivates you to sign that petition, knowing that there will be some backlash.
Yeah, because you asked me to sign, that's why.
Did he have a gun?
You're a pastor in a Presbyterian church, and you probably have tons of Christian friends on your Facebook. So, what were you noticing about the way people were, the way Christians were talking about such events? How did you feel? You noticed anything?
Sometimes our community do look up to us to ask for direction. And that's the crucial part. When they come to us and ask for direction, how should we lead them? What kind of advice should we give to them?
What's your personal way of doing it?
Through friendship, I think. I think friendship is very important. Whether like Myuk and I, we're both of us Christian, yeah, but we have very, very different understanding of the tradition, of the religion, different approaches and all that. If I want to engage, for example, the hot topic like LGBTQI, right? Hot topic. In that case, how do I engage? I think I should find people that I know of, meet up and find out from them, and that's how I got to know Myuk. When I was about to graduate from college, I find that, hey, this issue is getting hot and I need to hear from people themselves. So I call him out. I don't know how I got contact with him, and we met up at Coffee Bean.
I remember recently, talking to a group of students, and then, and one of the students asked me, how could you say that this is, that homosexuality is okay? Me being a pastor. And then I said, I can talk to you more about that. He said, I don't need to talk because my pastor said that it's wrong and that's it. Then I went I'm not saying that you're wrong, but would you listen? Would you be willing to listen? If we are secured in our beliefs and our values and all the things that we hold true, then we are no longer afraid. But that requires open conversation without fear.
If you want to come for our public DMZ dinners, click here to find out how.